So, Neil, thoughts on today's game?
Bitterly disappointed to lose, obviously. Losing any game is difficult, but losing at home, it's not nice, especially when we were trying to break that record. Kidsgrove fully deserved their victory. They took their chances, whereas we didn't take ours. I think first 15-20 minutes of the game, if Dacre scores when he hits the post, probably a different afternoon. And at this level, and with where we are, and teams coming here who are fighting to get the playoffs, getting the first goal is vitally important. And I thought first 15-20 minutes we had the opportunity to do that, didn't. And their front two caused us no end of problems, both first and second half. Wellers was up front on his own, second half caused us too many problems and didn't defend well as a team. And if you don't defend well as a team, you get punished.
It was an odd game, really. It barely felt like you deserved to lose by 1 goal, let alone 3.
Well, we've played well. Offensively, we've played really well. I mean, over the last month, really, the wins we've had here, Chasetown, Leek, Carlton, that we've won, we haven't particularly played that well in terms of moving the ball around and possession and putting the ball into the box and creating goal scoring opportunities, and we've come away and we've won. And I've said to you that the art to it is if you play poorly you can still win. That's a mark of a good side. Well, today, I'm standing there at 3-0 and I'm looking at it. The ball possession when they had 11 and 10 was fantastic. We moved it quickly, created some good opportunities, but we could still be playing now. We'd never score for whatever reason. We didn't work the goalkeeper enough. Didn't hit the target when we were in on goal. Didn't miss the front man from set pieces. So, but offensively, in terms of having the ball throughout the 90 minutes, I'm pleased. But without the ball, as a unit, as a team, we were poor. And I've let the lads know that. The basis of any good side and the basis of our success the last few months has been clean sheets and hard to beat, hard to break down. Pretty much like what Kidsgrove have done today.
Is that sort of clinical edge something you're going to have to look at, whether it's in training or bringing someone else in?
Well, now we've got 5 strikers on the pitch at the end, so I just think it's a bad day at the office. I think it's one of them where you look at it and think, well, everything we've hit, the keeper's saved, or we've hit post, or missed targets, or not missed the front man. We've got 2 wide men on with 35 minutes to go that are strikers. Trying to play 4-2-4. Dakes and Ben. And then we bring Levi Rowley on just in behind Dakes to try and. Another striker, stroke wide player, trying to get at them. I don't know. There certainly won't be any more strikers coming in at the moment. But just one of them days. On another day, everything that all the good play that we've had today, the chances go in. You smash someone 4 or 5 today with that amount of possession. But defensively, there's work to be done. I think we're a little bit too gung ho. I think we went at Kidsgrove expecting. Well, I asked the team to go at Kidsgrove and to get the early goal and get the first goal and settle us down. And I thought we were a little bit gung-go. You got both full-backs bombing on and Rooney going and joining in off the front too. And Kidsgrove, with the greatest respect, and don't get me wrong, they deserve their victory. And but the 3 goals come from 3 big punts up front. The 2 guys up front for them chase the ball down well, and as soon as they get the ball, the 4 midfielders that they've got joining. Until they get the ball, they stay on their own half. So it's about defending your third of the pitch, which we didn't do well enough as a team, and narrowing the gaps down in between the lines, and we didn't do that. Hence, Melbourne and Wellicombe winning the ball, especially first half, and then you got the likes of Jordan Johnson and Sherritt joining in to cause you problems. We didn't do that well enough. Second half, they've got something to defend, even with 11 or with 10, they've got something to defend. Gaps in between the lines that are smaller, so it's you've got to be intricate with your passing, which we were, but you've got to take chances when they come along, and we didn't do that.
Do you think the record played on your players' mind at all, or do they not worry about things like that?
I think there's been a lot made of it around the club, and that, and rightly so. But I think I think we've got to get back to basics a little bit as a team, as a football club, and realise it's about the next game, just winning the next game. I don't think it's affected the players. If anything, it should lift them, because it's it's your carrot, if you like. That's your incentive for the day. And there's plenty of incentives being thrown into the dressing room today to get a result. It just hasn't happened for us. I just think it's a bad day at the office. just got to ensure that it doesn't affect us going forward, and we respond to it. We've had a difficult week. You know, we've got knocked out the cup by Hensford, and we've been well beaten today. When really, I think we deserve more from the game.
Now that the record has gone, does it give you the chance to look back on the fact that you did go 31 games unbeaten at home, nearly 17 months without losing here? It's an incredible achievement.
Oh, it's fantastic, and every one of them boys in there deserve that that accolade and that credit. They've done great, and I'm disappointed we haven't beaten the record, but there's a chance now to go again and try and be unbeaten until the last day of the season and try and maintain just one defeat at home. I think it's just important that we regroup and get back to winning ways quickly, not let this affect us, and just make sure we go to Lincoln next Saturday and get back to basics a little bit and try and revert back to clean sheets, being difficult to beat, and ensuring that, like I said earlier, we take our chances when they come along and be a little bit more ruthless in front of goal. And I've said it all along. Every time you interview me, this was always going to happen. There's always a defeat or a dodgy performance around the corner. This is it. We've had it this week. Really, it's been a difficult week for us. The mark of a good side and a strong club is how you react to that. And it's important now that we get the dressing room right and we react to it in the right manner, and that as a football club we stay strong, the supporters stay with the boys, with the ones that travel to Lincoln next Saturday, and then the next home game that we stay strong and make sure that we bounce back quickly and not let this affect us.
You brought in a couple of players in the last week. Saw a bit of Levi Rowley today. What did you think of him?
I thought all three that went on had an effect on the game. I thought George did well when he went on, but didn't give him the ball enough. Difficult because they'd narrowed down and narrowed the gaps in between the lines, so it's difficult to get George and Joe on the ball. But what ball we did give them, they showed glimpses of quality, and we created some goal scoring opportunities from that. Thought Levi Rowley did well when he went on, just in behind Dakes. You can see he's got upper body strength, runs with the ball well, and got a decent shot on him as well. And we looked a threat, didn't we? We looked a threat, especially second half with the ball. Not a shape I really want to be playing 4-2-4 or whatever it was. 4/5 strikers on the pitch. It's chasing the game. We've got that option to do it, but it's not a shape you really want to be playing too often. But I thought they all did okay. The three that came on.
And Tom Marshall, obviously, he's carrying that injury, so he's not going to be available for a week or so. But if you can get him fit, do you think he can make a big difference?
Yeah, well, we've signed him because we'll get to the end of March where everybody's fighting around for players get them on dual regis or get them registered on Evo forms so that you've got enough bodies to see through to the end of the season. I'm just doing my business early because there's loads of football, lots and lots of football to be played yet, and I'm making sure that we've got cover in all areas. We've, with Tom, he had a serious injury in August, playing for Altrincham. It took him till now, last month or so, to get back and get some fitness work done. He's still a couple of weeks away from probably being involved, but he's doing his fitness programme with them and with us. He trained Thursday with us. He's on an Evo stick form, so if we need him quickly, we can use him, but we're going to try and get him right, and Altrincham are trying to get him right so we can play some football towards the end of the season. And we're making sure, or I'm making sure that, obviously with the Levi Rowley signing, that we've got the right bodies around us for the running. Marvin Robinson's gone on another game at Stafford Town today. Lavelle White's gone on another game locally in Nottingham where he lives, just to keep them topped up, get 90 minutes into them, because we're going to need them. And sitting on the bench behind me and Nick and Martin, he's not doing them any favours at the moment. So we went with a bench that is fit and ready to play, whereas 2 or 3 that have been sitting around the last couple of weeks needed some minutes. And that's what we'll do. We'll make sure that everybody's ready to play, but also that we've got good numbers ready to go if needed.
Just lastly, you've got a few of these Central Conference games coming up. Will they be a chance to get some of those players some games?
Yeah, definitely. Week Monday, the first one, we got 5 in February, and if players from the first team are available on Monday night, which is difficult because of ships and stuff, and we train Tuesday and Thursday, they'll be chucked in to keep them topped up and ready for action. We'll be using those Monday nights to help us definitely.
Okay. Right.